Hi everybody, we can get started. So I think most of the people here, I expect that most of the people online were students of Geshe-la's. There may be some newer students. So just a text message from somebody who wants to attend this class. I'll just somebody wanting details of the link for the session. So as I was saying, I expect that most of the people online knew Geshe-la, but there may be some newer students who never had the opportunity to meet him. So just very, very briefly, some background. So Geshe-la was in Australia for 3 years between 1976 and 1979. And at the end, near the end of his stay, he formed the Tibetan Buddhist Society. He returned to India, then came back to Australia late 1980. And from then until his passing, he was very active, teaching at his centres in around Australia, also in writing the Tushita publication books, also in being the sort of the driving force and the principal organizer for the construction of the 2 temples in Perth and in Melbourne. During his time in Australia, he gave away virtually all of his money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, to a variety of charities, taught tirelessly, was involved in every aspect of the running of the Melbourne Centre, and gave personal advice to thousands of students. So, in brief, without Geshe, there would be no Tibetan Buddhist Society, and our foundation, our teachings, our opportunities to practice all come directly from Geshe-la's guidance and leadership and inspiration. So this means our opportunities, a favourable rebirth next life depends on virtuous actions in this life. Realizations depend on practice of the Dharma, and so all of our virtuous actions directly result from Geshe-la's influencing activities. So all of our future happiness comes from Geshe-la's inspiration. So tonight, there are 3 main sessions. Each of those 3 main sessions has 2 parts. The first part is for everybody who has everybody, and then the second part is for those students who have highest yoga tantra initiation. And actually, the two parts are divided into two sessions and have two separate links. So if you haven't received, if you have Hatha Yoga Tantra initiation and you haven't received the link for the second part for this evening session, then maybe you can type a message in chat, and someone will send you the link. Also, all of the links to all of the prayers have been sent out, and if you don't have the electronic copies of those prayers, please also type into chat, so with your email address, so we can organise, or your phone number, so we can organise for someone to send you the link. The sequence of prayers is exactly the sequence as in the link. So we start with the general prayers, beginning with refuge and bodhicitta, and for that particular prayer, at the conclusion of the recitation of that prayer, we'll just pause for a few moments to reflect on refuge and bodhicitta. Sangye chudan soye chunana janju badu dani katsuchi dagi jin soye sunanki Dola benches agedu pajo. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until becoming enlightened. Through the merit of my generosity and so on, may I achieve Buddhahood to benefit all beings. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until becoming enlightened. Through the merit of my generosity and so on, may I achieve Buddhahood to benefit all beings. So we'll just pause here just for a moment to reflect on refuge and bodhicitta. Contemplating the sufferings by beings in the lower realms, the sufferings experienced by human beings, and the general suffering which is cyclic existence. For so long as we remain trapped within cyclic existence, for so long as living beings remain trapped in cyclic existence, they experience problem after problem, misery after misery, suffering after suffering. Then through considering the various sufferings of samsara, cultivate the great compassion thinking, may all beings be free of all suffering and all cause of suffering. I shall make it my responsibility to free all beings from all sufferings and all cause of suffering. At the moment, as an ordinary being, I'm incapable or barely capable of benefiting myself, not to mention all other living beings. Quickly, I must achieve complete enlightenment the union of complete enlightenment, Buddhahood, in order to benefit all living beings. As a fully enlightened being, as a Buddha, I will manifest limitless forms in all the realms of cyclic existence, simultaneously benefiting numberless sentient beings, guiding them first to high state, high rebirth, and subsequently to definite goodness, complete enlightenment, Buddhahood. In order to achieve this goal, enlightenment, in order to achieve this goal, liberating sentient beings from cyclic existence, that wish, I go for refuge, the triple gem, to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Therefore, tonight, I continue with the prayers, which mark the most important anniversary of Buddhist Society's calendar, commemorating the passing of Sarah J. Geshe Acharya Thubten Loden in August of 2011. And then we continue with the mandala offering. This ground, anointed with perfume and strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, the four continents, adorned with sun and moon, imagined as a Buddha land and offered thus. May all beings enjoy such pure lands. And the prayer of the lineage of gurus, first in Tibetan and subsequently in English. Shinta Jempo Nile Gyupe Zamatawa Yarchen Jepelam Mano Yansu Zobene Dupe Dambe Zazima Metelada Dagi Gengi Langi Nezope Jishin Zishin Zewedan Zebe Gyawedan Chuma Zimbaye Luzanda Bibela Shazalo Rajun Suna Guna Taweni Kazan Tabadu Beju Gyojo Dewe Kepe Take Zepaye Zaze Jenye Nana Gyushaza. Body born from a million magnificent excellent virtues, speech fulfilling the hopes of infinite beings, a mind that sees all objects of knowledge precisely. I bow my head to the chief among the Shakyas, supreme sons of the incomparable teacher, carrying the load of all the conqueror's deeds, by their emanation appearing in countless realms. I prostrate to Matreya and Manjushri. The mother of conquerors is difficult to fathom. The precise thought is in commentaries written by Jambudvipa's ornaments, Nagarjuna and Asanga. I prostrate at the feet of these most renowned in the three realms. From these two great chariots come the excellent lineages of the paths of profound view and vast deeds. Their essential points gathered thoroughly and without fault. Prostration to the lamp holding this treasury of instruction. Giving explanation through compassion by seeing precisely and completely the essential points of all paths of Sutra and Tantra, hold of the conqueror's entire holy Dharma, prostration into the glorious Loden Dakpa, I seeing all the infinite teachings, supreme way of crossing for those entering the journey to liberation, moved by compassion to deeds, skill to method, prostration to the spiritual masters who make everything clear. Then the prayer of the path to enlightenment. Yenten Kungi Shigudin Chenje Zushin Tempa Langi Zawaro Vepatone Vepadumaye Gupa Jempu Tempa Zingilo Tajin Tawa Nangyam Bongwadam Geto Tada Dupa Jepala Tatu Badan Dempa Shinkilo Chepa Mingang Dungel Kungigo Yiten Mirun Zipe Bunzagi Nyemire Ne Tawe Dewala Dunye Tempo Jepa Shinkilo Rani Sito Huwa Shishindu Magyo Dowa Dowa Kekewa Tane Dowa Dowa Kekewe Janchu Sencho Jampa Shinkilo Senzan Kekan Sutin Nam Sumla Gamba Mena Janju Miduma Lepatone Gyose Dompala
Jine Satan Zundu De Welam Nyude Gila Gyama Shinkilo Tumala Jan Nude Gyapana Tepa Kinki Chagyu Dojete Kyazan Kivu Junga Dampade De La Didu Jupa Shingelo De Tengu Nani Du Peshi Nanda Danse Dompa Sumpala Chema Mimpe Ngepa Yegule Sodan De Sumpa Shingilo Deta San Tumpe Shenyen Dang Zoshin Dupe Donan Jatenji Chidanangi Badu Chepeto Nyewa Shiva Shingi Latoso Kyewa Kintu Yanda Lamadang Dome Cheki Pela Lanchujing Sadalangi Yunterazone Duje Gopanyutojo.
I'm getting some messages coming about people not hearing clearly. If you are hearing clearly, can you let me know by chat? Okay, so generally speaking, I think we're okay. So we will continue. Most people, oh, not about most people, but quite a few people said they're hearing okay. So some people having problems. I think we'll keep on soldiering on. I'll do the English, and then for the prayer of the path to enlightenment, and then we may pause to see if we can organize audio only. The kind master is the basis of all qualities, and proper reliance is the root of the path. By seeing this excellence and through much striving, bestow blessings to be devoted with great respect. This gentle support of freedom obtained this one time is most difficult to achieve. Okay, so we've asked for audio straight away, so how do I do that? Just get on my phone, excuse me. We'll finish the great path of the prayer of the path to enlightenment, because I am getting some messages saying that things have settled down, and I'll pause at the end of that, and if there are still problems, go to audio only. The kind master is the basis of all qualities, and proper reliance is the root of the path. By seeing this excellence and through much striving, bestow blessings to be devoted with great respect. This gentle support of freedom, obtained this one time, is most difficult to achieve. Knowing its great value gives rise to a mind seizing its essence constantly, day and night. Bestow blessings to generate this continuum unceasingly. It is like a bubble in water, this constantly moving body and life. Thus remember the swift collapse of death. Beyond death, like body and shadow, white and black karmic results follow after. By gaining firm certainty in this, the mass of faults, subtle and very subtle, are abandoned, and the accomplishment of all virtuous collections completed. Bestow blessings to ever retain conscientiousness. The qualities of samsara. Okay, so I've asked for instructions. I'll just finish this prayer, then we'll go to audio only. The qualities of samsara are unfit to be trusted, the door to all suffering. Do not be content with these enjoyments. By knowing its defects, bestow blessings to develop a great aspiration for the bliss of liberation. By that pure thought, great conscientiousness is drawn forth, and mindfulness and awareness of the individual liberation, the root of the teachings. Bestow blessings to make this the essential practice. Just as I myself have fallen into samsara's ocean, all living beings as mother are also like that. By seeing the responsibility for the liberation of beings, bestow blessings to be trained in supreme bodhicitta. However, by merely generating the mind, if not acquainted with the three aspects of ethics, enlightenment will not be attained. By seeing this excellence, bestow blessings to train with strong effort in the vows of conqueror sons. Pacifying distraction toward perverse objects by way of proper analysis of the perfect meaning, bestow blessings to swiftly and continuously generate the path related to the union of calm abiding and special insight. Thus becoming a vessel trained in the common paths, enter the Vajrayana, supreme evolution of all vehicles. Bestow blessings to engage the easy path itself, that sacred way of crossing for fortunate beings. The basic practice for the two aspects of attainment is when guarding the pure vows of commitment is found to be genuine and certain. Bestow blessings to protect them, even at risk of life. Then, by understanding properly the important points, which are the essence of the two stages of the Tantra classes, bestow blessings to practice according to these holy teachings with continuous effort in the Supreme Four-Section Yoga. Like that, may the spiritual friend revealing the gentle path and the friends of proper practice stand firm. Bestow blessings to quickly pacify the masses of outer and inner hindrances. In all rebirths, may I never be parted from perfect gurus in the enjoyment of the glorious Dharma. By heartily completing all qualities, paths, and grounds, may I quickly achieve the state of Vajradhara. So what I'm going to do is follow the instructions for setting up an audio only using Google Meet. And Monica, could you send the link for the Google Meet to everybody through chat? Okay, I now have Google Meet set up for voice only. I hope that is helpful for some people. We'll continue on the YouTube, so you can do one or the other, but not both. They may not synchronize. Oh yes, we're getting lots of people joining. So we'll continue with the prayers. Final prayer of the graduate path. Tenirindu belezanini katayam bam ganji sabade lomi mari gidan dovanam nandengyawe wamboda gete Demasambe Jeragintu Yang Jampi Yanki Jewe Jezone Tempa Rempa Kunzalangi Chok Nine Dupe Gyana Nye Chok Rangi Shinto Pelang, Rangi Shinto Pelang, Shuddha Jeva Daweda Keki, Dwe Yiki Mpa Saljene, Gyewe Tenpa Nyinrin Tingejik, Tenpa Rinjen Jogi Makyabam, Kyaganyampa Gyube Jodene, Ninje Jempo Yira Kyapaye, Pende Dede Zawaje Pasho, Zeje Gyewe Mejundin Lele, Ledu Janju Langirin Pegang, Tadanangi Ila Petejing, Gyewe Zeparindu Gangejing, Lazandu Pedungendu Jejing, Gilgen Zelje Mida Mimingen, Zeragintu Gilweng Apaye, Nanda Landa Dewa Magaji, Ganze Tepa Jola Jejeje, Zushin Dula Zemba Deyete, Tude Nangi Tadu Dojejing, Tashi Gatsu Jagun Gagajing. In English, by the two collections, vast estates, amassed with effort for a long time, may I become a chief of conquerors and guide for all beings whose mind's eye is blinded by ignorance. Also, in all lives where I'll not yet come to that, may Manjushri favour me with his compassion, finding the supreme path, complete with all stages of the teachings. May I please the conquerors by practicing well. By my precise understanding of the essential points of the path, with skillful means drawn along by strong compassion, and by dispelling the mental darkness of beings, may I uphold the conqueror's teaching for a long time. Where the supreme precious teaching has not spread, also where it has spread but become degenerate, with a mind deeply moved by great compassion, may I make clear this treasure of benefit and bliss. The stages of the path, excellently established by the marvelous deeds of the conquerors and their sons, give glory to the minds of those aspiring for liberation. May the conqueror's deeds be long preserved. May all humans and non-humans remove the obstructions and establish conditions favourable to cultivating the excellent path, never be parted for all their lifetimes from the purest of paths which the Buddhas have praised. When someone makes effort to practice properly the 10 points of conduct of the Supreme Vehicle, may always be assisted by the mighty protectors, and may oceans of good fortune spread out, reaching all. Then praise to Siksam Mahakala. And Yusa Tenrezit La Shazalo Jadu Danje Binayakanan Nabo Jembo Tagi Shantajen Chadu Dugi Gengi Nabagen Ye Badi Gubaba Temazen Tamadama Guni Dadujo Ye Bada Badane Dunze Sum Dejin Jabazone Chevaje Daba Jani Cheva Nampazik Chenzun Daba Wuta Genduwa Tawa Zindura Yile Bajok Cheva Mega Gelpa Getaden Taza Mega Ngatu Doja Jen Rinjen De Kanga Yiwalagen Shin Le Jene Toma Lenze Pe Pelen Jagra Bela Shazalo Sangye Demba Nyambo Suvadan Kejawa Nyambo Tsepadang Daja Bena Kodan Jenanki Kenamba Chetan Chejiwadang Chedeng Edeng Zhao De Song. Hung, prostrations to quickly acting Shinrazi, whose feet with anklets tread on Ganesh. Great black one with tiger skin lower robe, 6 arms, an aspect adorned by snake ornaments. By the right are held a cleaver, middle a rosary, and a strongly twisting damaru. The left holds skull cup and trident, similarly a lasso by which the binding is done. Wrathful face, fangs and bared aspect, 3 wrathful eyes, hair blazing upright, brow most excellently anointed with sindoor. At the crown Akshobhya, complete regent, is permanently affixed. You have a necklace of 50 blood-dripping human heads and crown adorned by the jewelry of 5 dried skulls. By this praise you come from the tree and take my torma. Praise and prostration to the glorious 600 one. Thus protect the Buddha's teachings from demons. Praise and help to raise up the rare supreme 3 and pacify all bad conditions and hindrances for us all, leaders, students, together with entourage. Please bestow quickly whatever attainments are wished. Next is the prayer to Matreya Buddha, composed by His Highness the First Dalai Lama, Ginjin Dup. Jambi Guzu Pujin Jampala Tungin Dubaje Pilu Chenam Jetun Jamba Gempa Jadundu Teja Cheki Pela Chepajo Nanji Doje Dengi River Yang Ninja Wampo Shawe
Dagi Loden Pemokajene Gezambu Bizo Nanzin Jejo Deje Gyewa Jambara Duge Chaye Dagi Kola Shashindu Lame Janchu Chodu Lundene Chagin Sange Nyudosho Janchu Pitera Kanduyam Dusungywa Sechetan Chege Lajen Japa Jinye Jipagan Chidu Ne Zoshin Dambasho Lejeri no Tawi Lungiga Nanja Segi Yuwa Tenji Lazo no Buto Ira Tembi Tembi Gelten Jojo Zopasha Pende Dune Tempada Jinge Tenzang Butan Chiku Kanzang Le Jinge La De Gijun Wene Sangye Tempa Tatu Ke Gyujing Tatu Jampa Nansung Kampetu Dure Jampi Pungi Kampadam Dugun Jampi Toki Kanzebe Gyawa Jampa Gyampota Shisho. May those beings actualizing the conditions to erect perfect images of the form of Matreya enjoy the glorious Dharma of the Supreme Vehicle at the feet of the Protector, Venerable Matreya. On the day of the diamond seat of the mountain peak, when the powerful Protector Matreya, as the rising sun shines forth, by my lotus light wisdom opening, may the fortunate, like a gathering of bees, all be satisfied. On that occasion, very pleased, Conqueror Matreya's right hand touches my head. By thus prophesying peerless supreme enlightenment, may I quickly attain Buddhahood to benefit all beings. May all lifetimes of practice for enlightenment, also the entire extent of the great ways of actions of all the conquerors and sons of the three times, be condensed and practiced properly. Elegant explanations of scriptures, beautiful drawings on cloth, are dependent on the golden handle of wisdom and the three trainings, excellent mark of the jeweled top ornament. May such banner of the doctrine be established in the 10 directions. A source of benefit and happiness, may Buddha's teachings develop and spread. May the bodily elements of all holy beings be healthy, a source of joyful happiness for all living beings. May the Buddha's teachings ever increase. By the power of continuous meditation on 3 aspects of love, may the host of Maras be subdued by love. And by caring for all beings with the power of love, through the Protector Conqueror Matreya, may all be auspicious. Then the prayer to Matreya Buddha by Jigten Tsongkhapa. Chanje me yi je dan pu je de ye je wu ki ma ri mun pa se che ki gen san do wi gen je ba ga de je ba je la the fire of great love. The wood of hatred is burnt. Through the light of pristine awareness, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. To the region of Dhamma, protecting living beings, abiding in Tushita, I prostrate.
Then the prayer to Matreya Buddha, unattributed. Lama Shangam Same Juteje Nyata Dadi Kyo Pitu Laba Ngende Jile Nyudu Katu So Balu Tang Le Nyudu 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 Sel So Gaden Lha Gyama Nyeva Ni Du Sa Di Ni Ne Da Ni Nge Pa Dan Tu Song. Lama Matreya Buddha, your compassion is boundless. The time has come to save me in my distress. I request you, save me quickly from the fear of lower realms. Rescue me quickly from the Bardo's dangers. Remove my suffering of pain and harm. Take me to your pure land of Geshe-la. From this place, quickly, at this moment. Take me definitely, immediately. Then the Matreya dedication prayer, which is on page 63 of the prayer book, also in your electronic copy. Diye gewe da jendo wagen, shepe gewe mu gaden, chege to gwe kanzan de ke, me pan ke ki se ki to wa shou. Sa zhi wan zhi kyo sam san ben do, to ji man wei go pa nye pe zhe, se yi du su to ma ra nyang ne, gyo wei zhe pa ma lu ka jin zhong, di ne shi Gaden Kene Yegawa Nudu Shanga Nye Jene Janju Loden To Pasho. Due to these virtues, may all beings, myself and others, at the instant of death, take rebirth into Shita, in that beautiful home so elevated by the Dharma, undefeated one, your principal son. Sovereign regent of the 10th ground, when you come to this world and attain the state possessing the 10 powers, being first to fully taste the nectar of your speech, may I accomplish all the activities of the conquerors. As soon as I pass from here to the pure land of Geshe-la, by pleasing the protector Matreya immediately, may he prophesy my attainment of enlightenment. Then the special dedication prayers. Itagi pinanga ge wayang, du sun de she se che tan che ke, je ba me na ma lu du pa dang, lu da dan che si pi gu ro yang. De yi tu le te ra kin tu da, te jo go lo ji da mi da jing, ne ju jan se yan da ta wa da, re ni lang yi de pa ta jing. We dedicate this causes enabling us to uphold the holy Dharma of scripture and realization, and to fulfill without exception the prayers and deeds of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times. By the power of this merit, in all our lives, may we never be apart from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana, and may we complete the journey on the paths of renunciation, bodhicitta, pure view, and the 2 stages. And then the general dedication, which is on the bottom of page 34. Kevadi kevokum sena yeje zozojing zena yeje leishunwe damba By this virtue, may all beings complete the collections of wisdom and merit and attain the 2 holy bodies arisen from wisdom and merit. Janjus and Jariboche Magibanam Kegejik Gebanyamba Mevaye Gane Ganda Pelbashak. May the precious superior mind of enlightenment be generated in those who have not yet generated it, not decrease in those who have developed it, but increase continuously. Then we'll recite the marvelous prayer for the past, present, and future, which is the last prayer in the link. May my limitless virtues be the principal cause to be reborn into Shita Pure Land and see Matreya Buddha and the limitless bodhisattvas abiding there. At that time, may I practice the perfection of wisdom sutras and the wisdom of listening, thinking, and meditation. Through this, may I become enlightened into Shita Pure Land. If that is not attained, may my limitless virtues be the principal cause to be reborn as a great human being and monk, like Nagarjuna, Chandrakirti, and Lam Tsongkhapa, having great compassion and great love for all beings. If that is not attained, may my limitless virtues be the principal cause to be reborn as a great human being, like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and President Obama, bringing peace to the world and looking after the poor, the sick, and the homeless. Through this merit, may all beings be free of all suffering, disease, short life, bad conditions, and so on. Also through this merit, may all beings have health, happiness, good conditions, long life, and easily attain enlightenment in order to benefit all beings. Then now we practice the Gaden Lha Gyama, which is a link at the bottom of the email. Now opening it. Just waiting a moment for people to open the prayer. Okay. Gaden Lha Gyama.
Da dan dowe nanke dan dampe senjen tamje dudine zonde jisi janju nyampola jiki badu pelde nama dampa namla kyapsu jiyo sobi sangye chondende namla kyapsu jiyo dampi chunamla kyapsu jiyo Papi Gindi Namla Kyabsu Chiyo. I am the beings like space, all the sentient beings like the limits of space. From this time forth, up until we have reached the essence of enlightenment, we go for refuge in the glorious holy Lama, Gurus. We go for refuge the victorious ones, the perfect Buddhas. We go for refuge the holy teachings. We go for refuge the Arya Sangha. I am the beings like space, all the sentient beings like the limits of space. From this time forth, up until we've reached the essence of enlightenment, we go for refuge the glorious holy gurus. We go for refuge the victorious ones, the perfect Buddhas. We go for refuge the holy teachings. We go for refuge the Arya Sangha. Generating bodhicitta. Sangye chodan soye chodan la janju badu dani katsu chi dagi jin soye peki dagi dola penju sangye du bachok. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest of assemblies, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By these practices of the transcendent actions, may I reach Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest of assemblies, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By these practices of the transcendent actions, may I reach Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then the four immeasurables. Senchen tamje dewa dan dewa gyudan denpa gyuje. Dunya dan dunya gi gyudan dewa gyuje. Dunya mepe dewa dan mi dewa gyuje. Nyerin chata nidan dewe tamyonwa nyepa gyuje. May all sentient beings possess happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separate from the happiness which is without suffering. May they abide in equanimity, free of attachment and aversion to near and far. And special development with bodhicitta, verse 4. Kepa ma senchen tanje ki dundu nyewa nyewa yamdapa zopi sangeki kopa rinpoche jine kan topa ja deche du lam samu lama he nejo nyam tu lang wa gi o. Particularly to benefit all mother sentient beings quickly, I must somehow attain the precious state of really perfect Buddhahood. Therefore, I shall practice the profound path of Guru Yidam Yoga. Visualizing the field of merit. Gaden Lha Gyama Sedan Chepane Dishesuzo. From the heart of the protector of the 100 deities of the land of joy comes a cloud that resembles a mass of fresh white curd. Omniscient Losangdapa, King of the Dharma, together with your sons, I request you to come to its tip. And requesting Dungi Nanga Senti Bideden Jeju Nama Gepe Tom Kajen Dalo de Pisana Shin Choto, Teba Genji Kelka Jokso. In space before me, seated on lion thrones, lotus and moon, O venerable gurus with light smiles of delight, I request you to be the supreme field of merit for my mind of faith and remain for hundreds of eons in order to spread the teachings. Prostration. Your minds have the wisdom that comprehends the full extent of what can be known. Your speech with its excellent explanations is the ear ornament of the fortunate. Your bodies are radiantly handsome with glory renowned. I prostrate to you whom it is worthwhile to see, hear, and remember. An offering. Ye wo chu ye na zhou mei tou dang, di xin du bu nan zhou di xia zhou, niu xiang yi tu che jing ga zhou di, shi nan xin che ke la che pa bu. Various pleasing offerings, flowers, fragrant incense, light, scented water, and so on. This ocean of cloud-like offerings, both actually arranged and mentally created, I present to you the supreme field of merit. Confession, verse 9. Whatever non-virtues I have accumulated from beginningless time, with body, speech, and mind, and especially any transgressions of my 3 vows, I confess over and over again from my heart with fervent regret. Rejoicing. Ni mei du di man tu tu la zhen, che ge pan pe tou shou den ye chen, ge pa ke ki la chen ze pa ma, da jia zang ba ta pe yi rang lo. O you who strove to learn and practice in this degenerate age, and made your fully endowed life worthwhile by abandoning the 8 worldly dhammas, our protectors, and the great ways of your deeds, we rejoice from the depths of our hearts. Requesting teachings. Jesu nama dhampa ke na ke, che ke ka la ke ze ju ze. Jita Sampe To Jete Mala Zage Chuki Chapa Watu Song. O Venerable Supreme Gurus, I request you let fall from the billowing clouds of your love and wisdom in the sky of the Dharmakaya onto the earth of your disciples in whatever way may benefit them, a rain of profound and extensive teachings. Dedication. Dagi jine zapige vage, tendando wa kyula kampenda, kepa jetsu no zanda paye, tembe nyempo rendu zel jesho. May the merit from whatever virtues I have collected benefit the teachings and all sentient beings,
and in particular make Venerable Losang Dapa's essential teaching shine forever. And mandala offering. This ground is anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, and adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. May offering it in visualization to this field of Buddhas, lead all sentient beings to this pure realm. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. Then we'll recite the Mixseimer Mantra 3 times in Tibetan and once in English. Me me se we te jen jin re se de me gen be wan bo jam pel yang de bo ma lu jon je zang we da gan jen ke be tu gen tong ka pa lo san da bi sha la so va de me me se we te jen jen re si de me gen be wan po jam pel yang de bo ma lu jon je sang we da kan jen ke pe so yen song ka pa lo san da bi sha la so va de me me se we te jen jen re si de me gen be wan po jam pel yang de bo ma lu jon je sang we da gan jen ke pe so gen tong ka pa lo san da bi sha la so va de. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of compassion, not aimed at true existence, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of all hordes of demons. O Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sages of the land of snows, Losang Dakpa, I make requests at your feet. Then we make particular requests, first in Tibetan and then in English. De sangam pe shira pel de so je je zang pe lo de gis de so chadan te mong de zel de so nye de keran ta bu jing ge lo de jen len ke ye she cha de so ne jin tu pe di ma se de so se ni de chan ta wa che de so nye de ke ran ta bu jing ge lo. I beg that my wisdom of hearing, thinking, and meditating may increase. I beg that my intelligence in explaining, debating, and composition may expand. I beg you to bestow on me the ordinary superior powerful attainments. Please will you bless me quickly in this way. I beg that the transcendent knowledge born together with great bliss may arise. I beg that the filth of deluded grasping a true existence be cleaned out. I beg that mind's net of doubt be cut. Please will you bless me quickly in this way. Then requesting the Guru to bestow inspiration. Verse 17. Gaden Lha Rinpoche, Dagi Nyingka Pema Tunjola, Gaden Jembu Gune Jizonde, Kuzin Tuking Du Tao Du Song. A glorious and precious Guru, come take your lotus seat at my heart, and keeping me safe in your great kindness, bestow on me, please, the powerful attainments of your body, speech, and mind. Then the concluding prayers, first in Tibetan and then in English, beginning with verse 18. Geshe-la Te zhe xie nian gen zu zi pe te, ge wei nga pe lang zhan de ni le, kai ji zhan yan do pa ma ge ji, de zhang e de ma lu zhong wei ne, je zhe la ma zhe jin su ta de, Geshe-la Gyama la ma yi, ne shi je su zhen pa ni yu ji, ren chen du ma le du ka den ji, mo za je wei u na mi pam gen, le ba gong pa nam ga jin du jing. Te me la ne de ke wa jo, je zhen tu ka ne te jing ka yo, kya wei ne mo la ma se dan je, chen dan yen la dun ku so sa bi, da ge de la ni du min pa shou. De zeng ge wei ken zhe lu pa nam, zeng ju tu ku sha wei nam den gang, re zeng wo ta je so ta tu, che deng ye de ma lu ye chou xiao, ke pa ga pe ye xue du zi che, ge zhen di di mi xie kun te jing, ke te zhan cao ta ye xie cha la, le de ge po jiang yang zu pa xiao, jiang zheng o za mei xun ge pe xiong, na den zeng ge nga re sha dong de, ko ye do ma ke ne dong a la, te zang gang pe ta tu da wa xiao, do na ke xin ke wa tan che do, je zhen lo zhan da pa ya se da, me de ge wei zhe zu zhe gun zong de, ten da du wei den chen hui yuan zhou. Then we return back to verse 18 in English. In every life and period, the conqueror Tsongkhapa is actualizing the Guru of the Supreme Vehicle, From this good path praised by the victorious ones, may I never turn aside even for a moment. By virtue of making offerings and requesting like that to the source of all powerful attainments, the Venerable Gurus, may I be received in every rebirth by the Guru Manjughosha according to his pleasure. In the land of joy made of many precious things, among 10 million wonders is the undefeated protector. May I, by meditating well, reach that pure land, and as soon as I die, be reborn in that place. From inviting you to a white cloud emanated from his venerable heart at the edge of its outstretched mass, O Guru with your sons, and from the 7 limbs, may the merit gathered quickly ripen my personality. O wisdom, love, and power of the conquerors of the 3 times, unified, universal guide appearing in incarnation. By having made request, convinced that you are the essence of the 3 Buddha families, may I quickly achieve all the ordinary and superior attainments. Especially may the stream of nectar of pure knowledge wisdom wash away all the negativities, obscurations, and ignorance in my 3 doors, and my intelligence about explaining, debating, composition, etc., and the limitless nobles be equal to the protector Manjushris. In the very wonderfully built land in the northeast, near the feet of the universal guidelines roar, may I be born as the first of your retinue and always pass my time in hearing, thinking, and meditating about Sutra and Tantra. In brief, in this birth and all rebirths, may I not be separated from the Venerable Father, Loden Dapa, and his sons, and following all the conduct of the conqueror's Dharma, may I strive for the great benefit of the teachings and sentient beings. And we do final special dedication. Through the power of these prayers, this practice, may be a cause for the quick return to Australia of Loden Rinpoche. May it be cause for his activities to flourish. May I never be apart from meeting with my perfect Guru, Loden Rinpoche, in all of my lifetimes until I gain Buddhahood. So that finishes the prayer section. We have a 2-minute break. So what that means is that I will end this stream and then we start a new stream which is specifically for the Vajrayana prayers, which are for those people who have highest yoga, tantra, initiation. I will keep the WhatsApp audio only going unless I'm advised differently. So I'd make a request, if you don't have highest yoga tantra initiation and you are listening through the Google Meet, then or Google Hangouts, then please disconnect. So a couple of minutes break. Thanks.